So today we have a simulation or a re-simulation of the entire existence of the Orlando Magic. I'm your boy Champagne Chico, and we're here to do this. I was gonna do more players like I've been doing on Madden. Madden's gonna be coming out in like a week or two. I'll save those simulations or re-simulations since I've already done Bijan and Bryce Young. I'll save those simulations for when Madden 24 comes out. We're not going to waste any ideas or time on the current Madden. 2K still has a couple months, maybe. I think it's a couple months. I think it comes out in September. Still has a couple of months before it loses its complete relevancy, even if it has already. But the Orlando Magic, who do not have Shaquille O'Neal quite yet, and I'm hoping that we do end up getting Shaquille O'Neal at some point. They have Nick Anderson, Scott Skiles, Dennis Scott, Jerry Reynolds, Sam Vincent, Greg Kite. I mean, really the only players that you're going to remember, or a lot of people are going to remember, is Nick Anderson, Scott Skiles, and Dennis Scott. Dennis Scott was known as one of the top shooters in league history up until this new generation came in. Scott Skiles, the record breaker for most assists in one game, I think it's 33. And Nick Anderson, just a very good all-around player. We're gonna have to see if we're gonna be able to put Shaquille O'Neal right beside him. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and look at the game plan and see how the lineup looks. In the center and power forward position is very scarce, and this is why they went after Shaq, because they had a 6'11 center who was a 73 overall. So we're gonna have to fix that at some point. I think this isn't his draft class yet, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it is. This is the Shaquille O'Neal draft class, so we hopped in right on time. I know that this might be like a year or two into Orlando Magic history. I wanted to start out with the same roster is what we would, and I wanted to start out with these eras situation, so hopefully it's fine with y'all, and we're gonna go ahead and see if this team ends up being a top pick in the draft to possibly get Shaquille O'Neal on the Orlando Magic. All right, and we did end up losing 58 games on the season as Michael Jordan wins Most Valuable Player, as Larry Johnson wins Rookie of the Year. Detlef Surf. I always suck with those. I don't know where he's from. Germany? Maybe? I don't know. David Robinson, Defensive Player of the Year. Purvis Ellison, Most Improved. Jerry Sloan, the coach of the Jazz? Wasn't Jerry Sloan the coach of the Jazz? Am I tripping? I mean, I can't see it here, but I think he is. I think he is. None of our players are going to be making the All-NBA teams. David Robinson is having himself some years, because he's on all defensive first and all NBA second team, if I can start to talk at some point. All rookie, Steve Smith on the Miami Heat, my team. But none of our players on here. As we go 23-59, but we're not the worst team in the East or probably the NBA. It's the Philadelphia 76ers, who went 18-64. We're actually the 4th worst team. So we have the 4th best odds to get the #1 pick. That's going to suck for us, because that's going to be a real long shot, I would think, with these other teams being as bad as they are. I think once we fall out the top 3 at this point in the eras, we don't get as good of a chance. So we're gonna have to hope and see. We'll look at his stats, because we're not gonna be playing in the playoffs at all. We're gonna look at our team stats. Oh, never mind. The most points per game is Nick Anderson with 18.4, Dennis Scott with 18, and Reynolds with 15.8. Scott Skiles actually did not have very good stats. Oh, I was looking at the wrong player. 7 assists and 12 points is usually what Scott Skiles would be getting. But we're going to go ahead and simulate past the playoffs, and the Bulls get swept by the Utah Jazz. Okay. All right. I don't know about swept. I mean, they have Karl Malone, John Stockton. I don't know. I don't know if I would be doing that. Scott Williams, Scottie Pippen, John Paxson, BJ Armstrong, Horace Grant. We're going to go ahead and hop into the draft lottery. We're the 4th best odds, as I said, 12.8% chance. As you can see, we don't have as good of a chance as the top 3 teams, as the Bullets, the Washington Bullets, are going to be picking at the bottom of the lottery at the 11th overall pick in the draft, and the Milwaukee Bucks had the best chance for the 10th, and they're going to end up getting it. We're hoping for it all to stay the same up until our pick, and hopefully we can jump up a little bit. But the Denver Nuggets going to be picking at the 9th pick. They did pick Dikembe Mutombo last year at the 4th overall pick, and the Los Angeles Clippers are going to go ahead and jump to the top 3 as the Miami Heat drop out. Where were the Miami Heat in the standings of this, or the percentages of this? The Kings, we dropped to the 6th pick. So Shaquille O'Neal will not be coming to the Miami Heat, or the Orlando Magic, and the Dallas Mavericks also fell out. So not only, wow, that is tough. The Timberwolves are going to be getting Shaquille O'Neal. Ooh, well, that sets a new path for the Orlando Magic of possibly getting another 1st overall pick in the future. But damn, that's going to suck to not start off with Shaq. And we pick LaFonso Ellis. Yeah, that's not going to be pivotal at all. That's not going to be pivotal at all. We're going to go to player progression, see who they end up signing. Oh, they went quick. Player progression. We got Ronnie Cycli. Okay. Decent center. I mean, we filled in the position that we were hoping to get in the draft. Kevin Edwards also on the team. Some good signings. Some very decent signings. We'll take a look at the transactions just to make sure we got everything, but I think that's about it. Yeah. Donald Royal, who's a minimum. Kevin Edwards and Ronnie Cycli on a 4-year deal. We'll see how that helps us. And the rotation for this year, Ronnie Cycli at starting center. LaFonso Ellis, Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson, and Kevin Edwards. This could be a competitive team. We don't have any depth, so that's going to be an issue. But we're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season and see if we do any better than last year. Michael Jordan going back-to-back with the MVPs as Shaquille O'Neal wins Rookie of the Year on the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's going to hurt us for a while. Terrell Brandon, 6th Man of the Year. David Robinson, Defensive Player. Greg Grant, Most Improved. And Lou Burton wins Coach of the Year, as none of our players make the 1st team, 2nd team, 3rd team. All defensive 1st team, no. All defensive 2nd team, Nick Anderson made it. He's an 86 overall. So this would have happened if Shaquille O'Neal never joined. He was maybe like an 83 at most on the team in terms of any roster that I've seen with him. So that's good for him. That is most definitely good for him. And our rookie made all rookie 2nd team as a 6th overall pick. He's not going to be legitimate at all. But we were the 5th seed. We were indeed the 5th seed. Did we make any moves throughout the season to see if we made any changes? And we didn't. We made one signing. That was another minimum, so we're not worried about that. Mock drafts. What draft is this? Vin Baker, Penny Hardaway. Oh, we can pass on this one. We can pass on this one. Penny Hardaway's great, but we don't necessarily need it. Wow, Nick Anderson with 23.5 points, 6 rebounds. Dennis Scott with 18, 3 rebounds. Kevin Edwards, who's injured for 1 to 2 weeks with right knee tendonitis, had 15 points and 5 assists. Ronnie Cycli had 12 points and almost 10 rebounds, almost having a double-double. So we're going to have to see if we're able to beat the Atlanta Hawks, who possibly have Dominique. Is he still on the team? He is still on the team. 33 years old, 88 overall. We'll go ahead and simulate the round to not waste any time as we move on. They almost beat us. They could have finished us off, but they didn't. And this is the Alonzo Mourning Hornets. Larry Johnson. I don't think Mourning is in the league yet. I'm stupid. He was definitely in the league, but at that point, I'm not even. Nope. We're just going to simulate past the round and see who wins, and they beat us 4-1. I definitely had a brain fart in terms of where Alonzo Mourning was. Let me know down in the comments where he was, because I quite literally can't remember at this point in like 1993, 1994. I could have sworn he was on the Hornets, but he was on the Heat at one point in the 90s. I just can't remember the specific of when he went to the Heat. I mean, there's the Heat right here, so we can check. We can check right now, actually. View the box score. He wasn't on the Heat, so he's somewhere else. He is somewhere else as the Hornets move on to win it all, with Larry Johnson leading them with 30 points and 10 rebounds and 2 steals, shooting no threes, and getting paid not as much as he would nowadays. As we're gonna head to not the draft lottery. I was about to go to the draft lottery, but we're not in there since we were the 5th seed. We'll just go to rookie signings, see if we get anybody that we recognize, and it is gonna be Vin Newman, an auto-generated rookie, so we're not gonna worry about that, as we're gonna jump to player progression and see if we're able to add to this team at all to make us not only a 5th seed, but a top seed in the Eastern Conference. Nick Anderson has improved to an 85, and we didn't get anybody else to add to the team in terms of big signings. Yeah, nobody right now. We'll just see how it pans out next year. And the rotation looks about the same. LaFonso Ellis, still a young power forward who could pan out on our team if given the right amount of minutes. We got a little more depth. We're running a 9-man rotation. We're going to have to see how that ends up panning out. Nick Anderson could have another big year, but we'll just have to see at the end of the 1993-1994 season. And 3 straight MVPs for Michael Jordan, building his resume, but losing in the finals already in the simulation. Vin Baker with Rookie of the Year. Reggie Williams winning 6th Man of the Year. Michael Jordan with Defensive Player of the Year now. And Shaquille O'Neal with Most Improved, getting 26.5 and 12.9 rebounds. Wish that was on our team. But we're not going to have anybody in the all-NBA teams or all-defensive either. All-rookie, I wouldn't imagine, because we did not get anybody relevant enough, as we were the 6th seed in the NBA or in the Eastern Conference. In the Eastern Conference, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. I think Nick Anderson hit his peak last season. 21 points per game with 5 rebounds. Dennis Scott with 17. Kevin Edwards with 14. And Rick Smites with 12.7. Very interesting. They must have signed him mid-season. But we're going against the Miami Heat, as we're going to simulate the round and lose. We went up 2-0 and proceeded to lose 3 straight against the Miami Heat, who are led by Glenn Rice, Steve Smith, Ricky Pierce, Kenny the Jet Smith. Wow, okay. Well, we're going to have to see who wins it all in the 1994 postseason, and the Charlotte Hornets win it back-to-back, I think it was. They won last year, right? Yeah. Wow, Larry Johnson having himself a career right now, winning already 2 championships, 2 more than he had in real life. Hello? I didn't even... I was trying to simulate to the draft picks, but it didn't let me stop, and it just made me pick the... Oh, we re-signed Nick Anderson and Kevin Edwards to an extension and got some minimum players, so not a lot going on. We weren't a high pick in the draft, so I wouldn't be surprised that we didn't get much. This is the Kevin Garnett draft. Oof, and we're projected to be the 15th overall pick. I want us to low-key tank, but I'm not going to make us do that. We can be mediocre for as long as they want to be. Kevin Edwards, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, LaFonso Ellis. I mean, this is a decent lineup. Ronnie Cycli, I mean, it's not horrible. It's just not exactly what we want. But we're going to see what happens at the end of the 1994-1995 season. And Shaq officially wins his first MVP on the Minnesota Timberwolves with 30 points and 14.5 rebounds. Grant Hill on the Mavericks wins Rookie of the Year. Mark Jackson on the New Jersey Nets 6th Man of the Year. Shaquille O'Neal also wins Defensive Player of the Year. So he already knocked off Michael Jordan in terms of getting the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, as Michael Jordan still on a pretty cheap contract, but both on the All-NBA first team. None of our players, though, and none of our players in the top 3. And Nick Anderson gets all defensive first team, so maybe he didn't hit his peak yet. Maybe he can do a little bit more, and we will definitely appreciate that a lot, as we get nobody in the draft. Jalen Rose is All-NBA second team. We're All-Rookie second team, surprisingly enough. And we were the 3rd seed. Okay. We'll go by doing this time, and we lose in the first round to the Heat again. I mean, it warms my heart because I'm a Heat fan, but also we're just losing in the first round as a 3rd seed. Basically the same stats. I mean, Nick Anderson finally crossed the threshold of 20 points, so that's good for us. I mean, everybody else basically looks the same, though. Everybody else looks the same as the Bulls move on to win the championship in 5, as Michael Jordan had 31 points per game, shooting no threes against the Trailblazers. So pretty easy, I would say. They had Clyde Drexler, who was a 92 overall, 32 years old though. Not a deep team like the Chicago Bulls, but hopefully we can try to add to our team as much as possible. We're not going to be able to get Kevin Garnett this year though. We didn't get anybody in the draft, at least that anybody knows of, because it was auto-generated. But we got Charles Smith in free agency. Vin Newman was our player that we drafted in one of the first years. And that's going to be about it. We just keep slowly adding to the team. It needs to hit a point that they just start blowing it up. But we'll have to see when that happens, as we're going to go into another year of basically the same team with the 1996 draft class coming in. Oh, man. All right. And the same starting lineup as we've had for basically the last 3 years at this point, with Charles Smith as the sixth man. We'll see what happens. We'll see if anything changes. If Nick Anderson just turns into one of the best guards in the league, hopefully at this point, because that's what we need. And Michael Jordan wins MVP, taking it right back. And Kevin Garnett on the Washington Bullets wins Rookie of the Year. Lionel Simmons, Sixth Man of the Year. Michael Jordan takes back Defensive Player of the Year. A lot of the same things going on right now, and a lot of the same things for our team, as none of our players make any relevant teams. And we got the 4th seed, though. It tends to be kind of the same, but 20 points per game, 15 points, yeah. It's the same stats. It's just older players at this point. We're going to simulate this round and win against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who went up 2-0 against us, as the Charlotte Hornets, who have won 2 championships already, are going to be going up against us and win in 6 as we get eliminated. And the Hornets lose to the Shaq-led Timberwolves, who have Penny Hardaway too? No way. No way it worked out like that. No way it worked out like that. They have Shaq and Penny like the Magic did. And Danny Manning. And Charles Oakley. What? And Del Curry. Like, that's insane, bro. That is so insane to me. That is so insane to me. We're not even going to be able to get anybody in the draft either. And which draft is this? This draft is the it's 1996. Oh my gosh. I want to make a trade so bad. I want to make a trade for one of these picks so bad, bro. But we're not going to be able to. I'm not intervening with that right now. We're just going to look at who we get from free agency. We have like the 18th overall pick. That's going to be an auto-generated player. It's not worth y'all's time. It's not worth my time either. So we're going to see who we get in free agency. And it's nobody. It is nobody except for Joe Love, who's auto-generated. And that's about it. Rex Chapman? Wow. Rex Chapman. I know my players. Sam Castle, too. Just names on a team right now. And we have to see when we're going to start declining so we can finally get a top prospect. Maybe by 2003. That would be very good for us. Another year of disappointment as being a fan of the Orlando Magic. Well, that's not me. That's not me. But oh, we lost Ron Cyclee. That is fun. That is so fun. That is extremely fun. Okay, well, a mediocre lineup, a mediocre starting lineup. Paulie Nice is 6'11", so we're right back to where we started. And we're going to go ahead and see how this lineup does with Nick Anderson probably getting all the ball movement. And Shaq takes back MVP as Allen Iverson on the Dallas Mavericks wins Rookie of the Year. Lionel Simmons, 6-man, Shaq, defensive player, and an auto-generated. Penny Hardaway, All-NBA first. Okay, who is Calbert Cheney? Oh, no, I know who that is. All-NBA second, nobody from our team. Scottie Pippen went to the Blazers instead of the Rockets. At 31, too. Very interesting. Allen Iverson is injured. They probably didn't make the playoffs, but he's injured. And none of our... Oh, Nick Anderson with another all-defensive team. He's a very decent defensive player. 8th seed, though? 8th seed? That's how we're going to play? I mean, I'm sure that he had majority of the points. 21 only. I would have thought he had at least 25 this year. Not good, not bad, but we're the 8th seed, so it's not really much to worry about because we're getting knocked out the first round, as the Minnesota Timberwolves win another championship with Shaquille O'Neal and his big white smile. At 25 years old, he should be on this team right now. Oops, 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 oops. I did not mean to go into the draft. I meant to go to rookie signings. But I'm just gonna stay in here and see who we got. We got Nick Campbell, nobody that we know. Nick Anderson still at his peak of 85 overall, and we got Steve Kerr on the team. I mean, what else can you ask for, really? Steve Kerr, such a pivotal player on the team, you know. Sean Bradley, 7'6", 83 overall. That could be good for us. That could be very good for us. Another season. It's going to be 1997, 1998. Oh, this is a Dirk Nowitzki draft class, ain't it? Isn't this the Dirk Nowitzki draft class? Vince Carter. Oh, my gosh. Vince Carter, Dirk Nowitzki, Antoine Jameson, Mike Bibby. A very good top four. And Paul Pierce. I hope he doesn't go to the Heat. I don't ever want to see him in an edit wearing a Heat uniform ever in my life, because that man disrespects the fuck out of Dwayne Wade every time he even speaks out of his mouth. He should never speak about Dwayne Wade ever in his life, because he's nowhere near Dwayne Wade. But we'll go ahead and look at the coach game plan, as Sean Bradley is our new starting center. I mean, it's still a decent lineup. It's just not doing anything right now. But we'll see. We'll see if it makes a push, if they somehow get some motivation to do it like the Miami Heat did this season going to the finals. Shaq wins back-to-back MVPs as Tim Duncan on the Milwaukee Bucks wins Rookie of the Year. Lionel Simmons winning Sixth Man of the Year. Seems to be a perennial sixth man like Jamal Crawford. Shaq wins Defensive Player of the Year, and Steve Nash Most Improved. Wow, we had Steve Nash in the... Was it the Rockets? It was the Rockets. Yeah, Steve Nash had some years with us. He had some good years with us. Jason Kidd is on the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is becoming more of a resimulation since 1990 than the resimulation of the Magic. Michael Jordan is on the Boston Celtics. All right. All right. Cool. Cool. Yeah, because that's realistic. I don't think I would have ever seen him on the Boston Celtics. I mean, where else would he go other than the Bulls? I just can't imagine Michael Jordan on any team but the Bulls. But we're facing him in the first round. So we're going to get... Oh, we beat Michael Jordan in the first round. Oh, he's down to an 89 at age 35. That's why. Wow, Reggie Lewis still on the team as well. Big Z. That is not Bill Russell. I was about to say. I see B. Russell and I immediately thought Bill. As we move on to face the New Jersey Nets. And we're going to beat the New Jersey Nets. We are making an appearance in our first ever Eastern Conference Finals against the Philadelphia 76ers. But who did the Nets have? Karl Malone at age 34. Kenny Anderson, Ray Allen. Okay. Not a bad team. Not a team to really sneeze at. But who do the Philadelphia 76ers have? Christian Laettner, who was more well known for his college career than anything. Glenn Robinson, Doug Christie. Okay. They have Manute Bol too. We'll go game by game. As they take the first, we take the second. We take the third. We take the fourth. They take the fifth. They take the sixth. I fucking knew it. I 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 knew they were going to make us blow a 3-1 lead at least one time in this resimulation. That is stupid, bro. Ugh. Oh, and of course the Timberwolves are going to absolutely blast their back out. Pause. Shaquille O'Neal almost had 40 points. And 16 rebounds. Oh my gosh. Well, we most definitely are not in the draft lottery. I don't even know if it's worth going to rookie signings, since most of the rookies at the bottom of the draft are auto-generated. But, see. Oh, Ricky Davis. He looks like Al-Farouq Aminu. Am I tripping? That looks a lot like Al-Farouq Amino. Player progression to see if we sign anybody relevant. No, we don't. No, we don't. Oh, we got Mark Jackson on the team. That's solid. He's 33. Solid, though. Cliff Robinson. I mean, we keep getting, like, the good role players. Like, the really good role players. But we're not getting any stars. Mark Jackson is our starting point guard. Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, LaFonso Ellis, and Sean Bradley is our starting lineup as we're running a 9-man rotation once again. A good 9-man rotation. I hope that it gets us to the Eastern Conference Finals again. That's what I'll say. And Kevin Garnett on the Washington Wizards wins his first MVP and probably his only one. Antoine Jamison went to the Heat and his Rookie of the Year. Gene Mason, who we don't know. Shaq wins Defensive Player of the Year on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Antonio Daniels wins Most Improved, as Jason Kidd is still on the same team. Sharif Abdul-Rahim is an All-NBA first-team player. Kobe Bryant is on the Phoenix Suns, but is All-NBA second team, I think in his second year. Oh, no, he's 3 years in. He is most definitely 3 years in, and he's cooking right now. He is cooking with gas. He is cooking with gas. That's what I meant to say. Atlanta Hawks have Tracy McGrady. All defensive teams. Nick Anderson gets all defensive second. Michael Jordan's still pushing somehow at 36. All rookie teams. Nobody from our team, like I've been saying. But we did not make the playoffs. We didn't make the playoffs. I'm actually genuinely surprised about that. We were the 12th seed. We went 30-52. I didn't even see that. What happened? Where did our players go? I mean, it was Nick Anderson and Dennis Scott and basically nobody else. Oh, we lost our center. Where did he go? Where did Sean Bradley? What happened to you? I mean, you're not going to get a lot of points, but like, you're still not getting a lot of rebounds, if we're being honest here. Damn, that sucks. Okay, well, maybe that can be the start of the decline so we can be right on time for, I was looking around for a year, for the 2003 draft. I'm really trying to build to that. The Dallas Mavericks are the champions. Wait, I just said that. Allen Iverson led the Dallas Mavericks to a championship. Who else do they have? They swept Michael Jordan, first of all. So that's 2 times now Michael Jordan has been swept in his career. He is not the GOAT. Allen Iverson, Antonio McDyess, Terry Porter. He literally had probably the same team as he had in 2001 when he went to the finals and actually beat the other team. I mean, you can't be a powerhouse in Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. He took a game from them in game 1, but it's almost like what Jimmy Butler had to do in the finals this year, and then he really couldn't. He really couldn't. They won one game and then got beat in all the other ones. So, and I'm a Heat fan, so I'm not even dick riding them right now. So since we were one of the worst, I mean, I don't even know if that's a lottery pick, to be honest. We can look right now and see we're the 6th overall pick, and they have us getting Corey Maggette. I would prefer somebody like Elton Brand as a center, even though he's a bit undersized. Steve Francis, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom, Baron Davis. I mean, if Baron Davis falls to us, that would be great. We're going to go ahead and go to rookie signings, though, and see if we're able to get any of those players. Baron Davis, like I just said, Baron Davis wins. My dumbass, bro. Baron Davis gets picked by the Orlando Magic at the 6th overall pick. That's exactly what we needed. That is exactly what we needed, because possibly we're going to be getting another very good player very soon. But Baron Davis can develop right now, and then by 2003 we can be good but not good enough so that we can get a top prospect in that draft, as we're going to see if we got anybody this year. And we didn't. It was basically just Baron Davis this offseason, and that's it. Doug Smith is on the team. Al-Farouq Amino, a.k.a. Ricky Davis, is also on the team. I mean, Nick Anderson's getting up there in age. I will say that. But we're going to go ahead and see 1999 to 2000 season. Who was in the 2000 draft? Was this Josh Smith, or Josh Smith was later on? I always confuse it. Kenyon Martin. Yeah. Previously we've had him, and he was pretty good for us. But we're going to go ahead and see if Baron Davis is starting. He is indeed starting, and that's what we need. He looks good in this Orlando Magic uniform. Solid lineup. I mean, I just hope we keep sucking. That's all I care about. Pause. And Kevin Garnett wins another MVP, 26.5 points and 10 rebounds. Lamar Odom wins Rookie of the Year on the Portland Trail Blazers. Albert Bell, who's on the Heat, is a center. Had 17 points. Wow. Sixth Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Alonzo Mourning. Where were you? You were on the Clippers all this time? That doesn't seem right. Larry Hughes, Most Improved Player. And somebody that we don't know as Coach of the Year. And none of our players get all NBA teams. None of our players get all defensive. But Baron Davis does get all rookie first team as 6'3" point guard. 21 years old, up to an 80 overall now, as we did not make the playoffs. And I'm just hoping that I'm going to see some good stats from Baron Davis, who was one of the top. Nick Anderson, 18 points on his little decline right now at 32. Baron Davis going to take that over right now, basically. 17 points. Dennis Scott, 16.7, and LaFonso Ellis with 11. So we didn't make the playoffs. Not bad. It's not bad for us because we're trying to prepare for the future right now, because we want to be a dynasty. We don't want to be some 10-year thing. No, we want to be a dynasty as the Nuggets win their championship, which they hadn't won in a minute. I forgot when they said it was, when the last time it was before this year, but they did win right now in the year 2000, as we're probably going to be in the draft lottery. Let's go ahead and take a look. And we're the top pick. We're going to get Kenyon Martin again. We're just going to skip. We're going to get Kenyon Martin again. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not. It's just back-to-back simulations that we get Kenyon Martin just conveniently. I mean, we don't know if they're going to pick him, though. That's the thing. And we do pick him. Kenyon Martin is going to be on the team. Power forward, center. He's going to be good. He's going to be good. I just wanted a bit of a different experience in terms of #1 overall picks. Hopefully he kind of sucks for the next 3 years. But Baron Davis and Kenyon Martin are going to be a good duo. I don't know if they're going to be able to carry the team. So hopefully they don't for the next couple years. I'm really vouching for this 2003 draft right now because I really want to get it. But Nick Anderson is signed until then, and he could probably bring us down. And the rotation has Baron Davis with the new Magic Threads at an 83 overall, Nick Anderson at an 85, Dennis Scott, Kenyon Martin at power forward, and Doug Smith at center. So we currently do not have a center. Not great. The mock draft. This is the Gilbert Arenas one. We can suck for one more season. Suck for one more season, and I'll be happy. I won't even worry about 2003. But Gilbert Arenas in simulation right now in this game is absolutely insane. And you put him alongside Baron Davis. Whoo! Kevin Garnett winning another MVP, proving me wrong. Definitely proving me wrong. Kenyon Martin wins Rookie of the Year, getting 14.3 points and 7.8 rebounds. Elton Brand on the Atlanta Hawks is Sixth Man of the Year. I'm glad we didn't get him. Shaq is on the Lakers. He still went to the Lakers wearing #9. I have to change that. 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 That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. But he wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Jason Williams also on the Lakers. Oh, Jay Will. Oh, man. White chocolate. Dang. I want to change his number so bad because you should not be wearing #9. You should not be wearing #9. None of our players make all NBA teams or all defensive, but Kenyon Martin, who's injured for 2 to 4 weeks, was on all rookie first team. Wow. And we did not make the playoffs, but I'm going to change this man's number because there's no way I'm letting him wear that. Where's the Lakers? Where is the Lakers? I need to see it now. Yeah, you. Edit. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't let it in my right mind happen. I'm not going to be wasting much of my time. He's not on my team, so I'm not going to worry about his number. But we'll go ahead and look at the stats from our rookies, mainly. As 18 points for Baron Davis. Nick Anderson is on his decline in terms of stats, but he's still an 86 overall at age 33. Interesting. Dennis Scott, 15 points per game. And Kenyon Martin had 14 and 8 rebounds, basically. Not bad. Al-Farouq Aminu did pretty good, too. As the Heat almost made it to the finals. Steve Nash wins his first championship, though. The Heat, who do y'all have? Oh, Antoine Jameson, I forgot. They beat the Nuggets, though. Steve Nash and the Bucks beat the Nuggets. And we're possibly going to be in the draft lottery in some case. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, we're 7th. We'll skip. We jumped to the top 3. Oh my gosh, that voice crack was insane. But we're in the top 3 in the 2001 draft class. Is this the Yao Ming one? I think this is Yao Ming. No. It's the Gilbert Arenas one. Oh, they're not going to let Gilbert Arenas fall. I know they're not going to let Gilbert Arenas fall. That's going to be devastating. Ooh, Pau Gasol, though? Pau Gasol would be pretty good, too. Pau Gasol would be pretty good, too. I'm going to let it fall. I'm going to let it fall the way that it does. Damn, I knew they were going to pick. I knew they were going to pick an auto-generated player. He's a center, but I wanted to see Pau Gasol on the team. That's annoying. That's annoying. That is most definitely annoying. Player progression. Go ahead and see who we get. Shawn Kemp. Shawn Kemp. Age 31. Oh my. Yeah, we're not getting LeBron. We're not getting LeBron. We are not getting LeBron. This lineup is about to be lethal. Wow, that starting lineup is actually pretty good. But the fact that we're replacing Kenyon Martin in his young years is kind of iffy. Kind of iffy. But Baron Davis, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, Shawn Kemp, Vince Carroll, who's our rookie center, who could be very good. Maybe I was just hating too much. I don't know. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see how he does. I think he has potential. But that's a pretty good starting lineup. It's our best one yet. Kevin Garnett with another MVP. Gilbert Arenas wins Rookie of the Year, getting 24.5 points per game. I wish we jumped up to the top spot. Shaq wins Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know who that is. And that's it. Orlando Magic. Nobody on the first or second or third. Cool. That is great. That is fantastic. But Vince Carroll did get all rookie first. 7-1 center. Pretty good. We are the 5th seed. We are definitely the 5th seed. We're going to see what the stats look like on the season, though, as Baron Davis was our leading scorer. Kenyon Martin, 17 points. Did he end up playing center or something? Or did they split him well with Shawn Kemp and Shawn Kemp just started? Because Shawn Kemp's an 88 overall. That's not nothing to sneeze at. But a lot of players in double figures. If I count correctly, 6 players in double figures. Pretty evenly spread out. We're going to simulate this round against the Knicks and lose in the first round. Damn. Oh, we got Vlade Divac as a backup center. And that's really the only signing we had. The 2003 draft class. Should I just like put everybody on the bench, or should I purposely injure everybody in order to get somebody from this draft? Because I have yet to get anybody from the 2003 draft class that's actually relevant enough. With LeBron, D Wade, Carmelo Anthony. I mean, we got Chris Bosh with the Heat. I really want to get it. I really want to get it. I don't want to be the 15th overall pick, bro. I'm so tempted right now. That sucks. That really sucks. I really did want somebody from this draft. But Baron Davis at an 88 overall. Never mind. I could give less of a fuck about the 2003 draft class. Nick Anderson at an 82. Dennis Scott. Both of them are about to retire. Kenyon Martin. Vince Carroll. Actually, you know, we could possibly suck. If they give Dennis Scott and Nick Anderson too many minutes. We could suck. But we'll see. We'll see what happens as we simulate to the end of the season of one of the more legendary draft classes in NBA history. My goodness, Kevin Garnett. Oh, he's on the Timberwolves now. He still ended up going to the Timberwolves. Wow. He just went to the Timberwolves too. Very ironic. Jay Williams, Rookie of the Year. Don't know who that is. Shaquille O'Neal wins Defensive Player once again. Speedy Claxton, Most Improved. None of our players on all NBA teams, and none on the all defensive, and none on all rookie. We love to see that. We love to see that, as we were not good at all. Where were we? Wait. We had to be the 9th spot. We had to be mediocre, so we can't get like the best odds spot. I mean, we actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have the 11th best odds. Oh, maybe we can pull a miracle. Maybe we can pull a miracle. Kevin Garnett wins another championship for the Timberwolves. They just seem to have a dynasty brewing there, because they just replaced Shaquille O'Neal with Kevin Garnett and are still doing fine. We didn't look at the player stats though. Oh man, I hope. Baron Davis, 23.7 points per game with 10 assists. Kenyon Martin with 18 points and 8 rebounds. Dennis Scott, 13 points. Nick Anderson with 13, and Sean Kemp with 13. A lot of players in double figures. The Bulls went to the finals with Paul Pierce on their team, Manu Ginobili, B.J. Armstrong, Eddie Curry, Jermaine O'Neal, Zach Randolph. Wow, that's a team, and they lost to Kevin Garnett. We have the 9th best odds. Wait. The Jazz are gonna be getting possibly 2 of the best players if they choose correctly. That's insane. They got it from the Miami Heat. Wow. I'm blown away right now. I'm absolutely blown away right now. That is insane to me. Wait. I need to see what they do. I need to see what they do. So they got LeBron and D Wade. Oh my gosh, the Jazz. Oh my gosh, the Jazz are going to be so good for so long. We got nobody. We got absolutely nobody. LeBron and Dwayne Wade? Already? Oh my gosh. I don't even want to sign this guy, bro. It's not even worth my money. Oh, Kenyon Martin up to a 90 overall. Okay, we are boosting this. Why is he an A+ and everything? Baron Davis is actually kind of regressing. Sean Kemp is definitely regressing, so he's wasting our money. Vince Carl progressing. So this 3 right here is going to be great. Kenyon Martin, Baron Davis, and Vince Carl is going to be great. Well, hopefully Vince Carl turns into one of the best centers in the league. All right, Baron Davis, 87 overall point guard. Nick Anderson and Dennis Scott all the way down to an 80, and Kenyon Martin is a 90. As Sean Kemp is our 6th man. Could be good. Could be good. I think this is the Chris Paul draft class. No, Dwight Howard. When was Chris Paul? 2005? This is 2004. If we can get Dwight Howard, I mean, we're not going to get Dwight Howard. Even if we get the top pick, I think they'll still pick Andre Iguodala just because we already have Vince Carl. So hopefully we don't suck this year. And we indeed did not suck this year. Jason Kidd on the San Antonio Spurs wins most improved, most valuable player. LeBron James, rookie of the year, man. That's gonna hurt us. Joe Smith, 6th man of the year. Kevin Garnett, defensive player of the year, and Michael Redd, most improved. Oh, Vince Carl, all NBA 13 before Kenyon Martin and Baron Davis. Wow. Sean Marion is on the Lakers too. I mean, y'all couldn't get better. Y'all couldn't get better right now. None of our players there. Of course, LeBron and D Wade are going to be all rookie first team with Carmelo Anthony and Chris Bosh. Kirk Heinrich. Wow. Very intriguing. Chris Kaman, Dwight Cummings, and Luke Ridenour. I think the only real ones are Chris Kaman and Luke Ridenour. I'm not 100% sure on Dwight Cummings. But we were the 4th overall team in the Eastern Conference. And we're going to go ahead and look at the player stats. Baron Davis with 23 points per game. I don't know how Vince Carl got All-NBA 3rd, but Nick Anderson has a torn right MCL. Kenyon Martin with 20 points. So the only two 20 points are Baron Davis and Kenyon Martin. We indeed did not suck this year. So we're going to go ahead and simulate this round and beat the Miami Heat in 6. And we're going to move on to try to face the Atlanta Hawks, and we lose in 5. We lose in 5 to the Atlanta Hawks, who have Tracy McGrady, Mike Bibby, Brian Scalabrine. Yeah, they have the white mama. We can't do anything about that. As the Timberwolves move on and win it all with Kevin Garnett once again as an actual competent franchise. And Kenyon Martin, still a 90 overall, A+ everything. Baron Davis, 87. Vince Carl, 82. And nobody of relevancy on the team that we signed in free agency. So it's just our top 3 right now. It seems like Dennis Scott and Nick Anderson both retired. So unfortunate to see him go, but it's about damn time. And this draft is the Chris Paul draft class with Darren Williams, Danny Granger, who was good for a good amount of years and then ended up not playing so well because probably injuries, I think it was. Andrew Bogut, Channing Frye, Raymond Felton, Mark Price Jr., who's black. Interesting. Monte Ellis is also in this draft class, but our lineup right now is Baron Davis, Ricky Davis, the Al-Farouq Aminu guy. Dennis Scott is still on the team. Oh, so they're still on the team. I didn't see them. I genuinely didn't see them. Kenyon Martin, Vince Carl. So, okay. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We could be a really bad team and end up getting Chris Paul this year. Gilbert Arenas wins oh my gosh, why do I always say most improved? Gilbert Arenas wins most valuable player. That's why I wanted him. That's why I wanted him. Devin Harris, Rookie of the Year. Don't know who that is. Kevin Garnett, Defensive Player of the Year. And another auto-generated player there. LeBron James is All-NBA first. Pau Gasol is All-NBA second team when we could have drafted him, but we didn't. Nobody from our teams. Allen Iverson's on the Heat now. I would have loved that. Dwayne Wade and LeBron are on All-Defensive first team. And none of our players make any teams. Josh Smith is on the Heat too. Wow, that's a pretty loaded roster right now. We're only the 8th seed. Wow, our players did not play that well. Torn left ACL. Kenyon Martin's out for the season. So it's just Baron Davis. So that's definitely why we dropped to the 8th. That's definitely why. Vince Carl, 13.6. We really don't have a lineup right now. We're just going to not waste any time. We're not going to waste any time. We lose. And the Supersonics win a championship with Jason Terry being Finals MVP. We almost got out the first round. We almost did. But the Supersonics have Hedo Turkoglu, Jason Terry, Jason Richardson is what I meant to say the first time. Joe Smith, Amari Stoudemire. Not a bad team, but they was good enough to win the championship, as we possibly could be in the lottery. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think we are. No, we're not. We're not in the lottery. Let's just not even waste any time there. We'll go to rookie signings, see if anybody drops to us in terms of anybody that we would know, of course. As Monte Ellis at the 15th overall pick could be a very good bench option behind Baron Davis. Yeah, I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. And we're going to go to player progression. None of these free agency classes have been, like, outstanding. They usually re-sign their players, so that's why I haven't shown it. Kenyon Martin. Oh, boy. Boy, you scared the hell out of me. Whoo, Kenyon Martin scared the hell out of me. Oh, man. He still has 3 years on his deal, though. So does Baron Davis and Vince Carl, so we should be fine on that. We haven't lost any of our players, really, unless they retired. So that's a good sign. I haven't needed to worry about it. We usually re-sign them during the season, so that's why you haven't seen any of me talking about, oh, we need to sign this player again, because they usually do it before I can say it. This is not the greatest draft class in the world. Yes, they have some very good players in this one, but it's not enough to be like, yeah, we need a tank. They have LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Millsap, Rudy Gay, Rajon Rondo, Kyle Lowry, Andre Bargnani. I mean, I'm sure Andre Bargnani is going to be good in simulation now. He wasn't very good in real life. But we'll take a look at the rotation. And Baron Davis is an 88 overall. It's just Baron Davis, Kenyon Martin. Vince Carl has not progressed at all since hitting 83, so that's not good for us. But he's tall, so he should be fine. But this might be the year that we actually suck, and I really don't want it to be. I think, wait, isn't next year the Kevin Durant draft? Please don't suck this year. Please don't suck this year. Gilbert Arenas winning another MVP. Woo! Chris Paul getting Rookie of the Year. I only do that because I really wanted us to get him. Kevin Garnett goes to the Spurs? He just up and left the Timberwolves? That's crazy. None of our players get any of the All-NBA teams except for Baron Davis on All-NBA third team. All defensive, we don't get anything, and we also didn't have any rookies from this draft, as Chris Paul is on the Sacramento Kings, which is interesting in itself. But we were the 5th seed, so we didn't suck, which is good, which is very good for us this year, because I wanted us to suck in next year's season. As Baron Davis had 21 points, Kenyon Martin had 19. Oh, Baron Davis had 10.7 assists too. Sean Kemp was our 3rd leading scorer. So if any season is a telltale of how bad we're going to be, it's going to be next season. As we get swept in the first round. And the Spurs sweep the Wizards in the finals. Well, they have Jason Kidd and Kevin Garnett. So we're not going to be surprised about that. Kenyon Martin is our highest rated player still, but he dropped to an 88 at age 28. Hopefully he can hit his 2nd win in his career, but it's really just these two, and the rest of the team is okay. We really haven't signed anybody. We haven't done anything in free agency. I mean, we can't really do much right now. I'm sure we have the money to, but they're just choosing not to. But the 2007 draft class is upon us, and I really do think this is Kevin Durant, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check. This is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, Greg Craig Oden, still didn't say it correctly. Mike Conley, Al Horford, Rodney Stuckey. I'm just worried about Kevin Durant. Because getting Kevin Durant would be so good for us, especially to complement Kenyon Martin and Baron Davis. That'll be great. But you already know it's just Baron Davis and Kenyon Martin in the rotation right now, and a bunch of old retired players, or it should be retired players. We're going to see if we end up sucking this year. Gilbert Arenas with another MVP. Andre Bargnani with Rookie of the Year. Shane Battier, Defensive Player of the Year. That's interesting. Raymond Felton, Most Improved. Okay. Those awards kind of confused me. Yao Ming is on the Detroit Pistons with Dirk Nowitzki. Didn't know that. Tracy McGrady's now on the Nuggets. This is intriguing. This is very intriguing. We did not suck, unfortunately, for us. Shane Battier is an 87 overall. None of our players got any sort of recognition. And I guess it's just how the cookie crumbles, really. Can't really do much about it, as we were not in the top 8, though. We weren't good. Or, we weren't, like, bad, but we weren't good either. It's that spot again. It is that spot again. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The Spurs win it with Jason Kidd and Kevin Garnett. I'm going to look at the stats to see how these players did. Kenyon Martin, the leading scorer, with 20 points. Baron Davis with 18. And Vince Carl with 12. Still not a great team. I would like for us to get a draft lottery pick. We're going to have to see if we're even. We are low. We are 0.1%. 0.1%, and we stay down there. Yeah. Oh, Corey Brewer at the 13th overall pick. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, he's going to be a role player, so there's not really much to say about it. Monte Ellis is taking his 2-year team exception. Ray Allen, a possible one. Sean Marion and Stephon Marbury could be signed on to the team. We'll go ahead and take a look. I really haven't looked at that as much, like I said, just because usually players either get traded or aren't that interested in us or take their player option. So Kenyon Martin, Baron Davis, the same team as usual. David West is now on the team, though, with Shannon Vaughn, who is a auto-generated player. So Kevin Durant is not going to be on the team. We moved to the 2008 draft class, which has oh, I need to remember it. Refresh my memory. Derrick Rose, that's what it was. It was Derrick Rose, OJ Mayo, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, Boris Diaw, Serge Ibaka. This Sean Nelson guy has been in every single draft class. I've seen his name a lot. Or Sean Nash. I've seen his name a lot. Brook Lopez. It would be good to be in the top 5. That would be great. That would be fantastic. You know? And I mean, with this rotation, I wouldn't be surprised. We're not great. We're not bad, but we're not great. We're going to simulate to the end of the season. See what happens in this 2007-2008 season and hopefully suck. I saw a whole lot of L's at one point in the season, so maybe we do get Derrick Rose. Gilbert Arenas, another MVP. Kevin Durant is on the Boston Celtics. Yikes. I'm not going to like seeing that. LeBron James wins Defensive Player of the Year already in his career, and Shane Nash. You see what I'm saying? Shane Nash, Sean Nash. I've seen like a bunch of Nashes. I don't know what type of family tree that is. But LeBron, day-to-day with a sprained right knee. None of our players get all-NBA considerations. And none for all defensive. Kevin Durant, of course, is going to be on all-rookie first, as Mike Conley is still on the Grizzlies, no matter what. Al Horford is on the Cavaliers. Greg Oden on the Timberwolves, but an 83 overall as a second team. Intriguing. But we didn't make the playoffs. We sucked, royally sucked. Player stats, 18 points for each of these players, and Baron Davis and Kenyon Martin. They're both an 89 overall. I think they need a rejuvenation in terms of having some motivation on the team. If you put Baron Davis alongside Derrick Rose, they're both short. Yes, they're both short, but that'll be a nice duo. That would be a very nice duo. I might have to change Baron Davis's position or secondary position to shooting guard, just because I don't want them to just not pick Derrick Rose just because Baron Davis is strictly a point guard. So I'm going to do that. I'm most definitely going to do that, because I'm not going to risk not getting a possible MVP just because of that. So point guard, shooting guard, we're going to simulate past the playoffs. And hopefully we can start being a competent franchise as the Orlando Magic, San Antonio Spurs. I might do a rebuild of their entire existence just because of how bad they've been since the start of their franchise. Because they can't keep their players that they get. They don't want to give them the money, like Dwight Howard. I think it was because of an injury for Dwight Howard specifically, but still, I think he would have been fine. I think he would have had a lot longer of a prime as the Spurs win another championship with Kevin Garnett and Jason Kidd. But now, the draft lottery. We have the third best odds, and we get up to the second pick. So, we could still get a really good player. We could still get a really good player. They have Derrick Rose going first, though. Would y'all be against me trading up? Because I really want to trade up. I really do. I think I'm gonna do it. I've already experienced the Russell Westbrook situation. He's great. He's great, right? But I need to move up. I need to move up. Yeah, I need to move up to actually, matter of fact, let me just do it in the trade finder, because I just can't, in my own mind, not try to get it. No. I can do that. I can do Tiago Splitter. I could do Tiago Splitter. Why is he cross-eyed? Did we draft him? Did he get no minutes? What about you? Are you competent? I'm kind of biased because I don't want to trade Tiago just because I like the real players and I like saying the real names. But this guy's also 76. I'm sorry. Look, I'm trading. I'm trading for the first overall pick. There's no way. Yeah, Tiago Splitter, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. And I'm manually picking Derrick Rose because I would love to see Derrick Rose just absolutely wreak havoc as an Orlando Magic. If I can figure out how to get to it. Team automation, turn off the draft. And we're going to hop into the draft as the first overall pick. and get Derrick Rose. That's who we're getting. I can guarantee that we're getting Derrick Rose. I can promise you that. The Orlando Magic are now on the clock. Let me pick. Okay. I was scared because it happened to me before that it didn't let me pick. We have 100% scouted Russell Westbrook, but I want Derrick Rose. Yes, 79 overall Russell Westbrook is great and all, but I want Derrick Rose on the team. We're getting a future MVP here. We are getting a future MVP. I just can't. I can't let it pass. I can't let it pass. We're going to sim to the end. We gave up the second round pick. He's an 82 overall. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I want Derrick Rose on this team, and I got him. I got him on the team. I will put back the automation. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm as bored as probably you are right now. That's why. That's why there hasn't been any trades. Because the trade automation was off. Bro, what? Because we genuinely haven't had any trades. We really haven't. Orlando Magic. Resign. Traded for the first overall pick. Hey, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. First overall pick, Derrick Rose, 6'2". A very small backcourt, but I'm not against it. I'm not against Kenyon Martin. Hello, don't decline your player option, bro. And we didn't re-sign him during the season. What the heck? Monte Ellis is gonna be on a team option again. So Kenyon Martin is going into free agency. Vince Carter, we need to get Kenyon Martin back, bro. We need to get him back. We need to get him back. Use the bird rights. Use the bird rights to get Kenyon Martin back, bro. And he's back. He's back on the team. Baron Davis, Kenyon Martin, Vince Carter, and Derrick Rose. That's a great lineup. That is a fantastic lineup. I mean, if Baron Davis was a little bit taller, we could have Monte Ellis as part of the starting lineup, but he's not going to be. So we're going to simulate 2 next season with Derrick Rose as our star now. Hopefully he can develop into that MVP. The 2009 draft class. I'm excited. I am most definitely excited for this. I am really excited for this. Mock drafts. Oh, Stephen Curry. Oh, we could have waited. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I forgot about Stephen Curry. Oh, I forgot about this draft class. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Look, Derrick Rose, the only reason why he didn't continue being an MVP candidate was because he got injured. And I don't think he'll be injured as badly with us. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I mean, if we can suck, that'll be great too. Because getting Stephen Curry too, or even James Harden or any of them. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to stop saying his name. He wins another MVP. Russell Westbrook, Rookie of the Year. Wow, Zach Randolph, 6-man. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. And Rajon Rondo, Most Improved on the New York Knicks. As none of our players get all NBA considerations. And Kenyon Martin's on all defensive first. Getting to his age 31 season. All rookie. Glad Derrick Rose is on there. I don't know how Russell Westbrook won it over him, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Completely fine. And we did not make the playoffs. Interesting. Very interesting. Derrick Rose already had 20 points, dog. 18 points for Kenyon Martin and 17 for Baron Davis. Wow. Where were we in the standings? We were 42 and 40. So it wasn't like a complete suck, I guess is the way to say it. We were the 9th overall team, and yeah, I don't think we're gonna be in the lottery, to be quite honest with you, but we're gonna simulate the playoffs. I think we have a big future to build on right now. The Heat made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but did not end up making it to the finals. Gilbert Arenas wins, I think, his first championship against the Chris Paul-led Sacramento Kings. Wow, Chris Paul. Yeah, we're like the last. We're the last. We have the worst odds, and we're not going to move from there. And Derrick Rose is up to an 86 overall as Kenyon Martin is regressing at age 31. So that's not very good for us. I mean, we still have the front court that we have, so maybe we can just adjust, maybe. But we will advance the next season. We're almost, no, we still have about like 15 years until we're done. going to the 2023 season. When does it start messing up the draft classes? I think it's the Cade Cunningham one that it starts messing it up for some reason. I don't know why, but I have to keep that in mind. Derrick Rose, starting point guard. Corey Brewer is our starting small forward. Decent lineup. We haven't gotten to a point that it's like, wow, like we're insane, you know, but hopefully we can get to that in these coming years. And Gilbert Arenas moving to the San Antonio Spurs, wins another MVP. Stephen Curry wins Rookie of the Year on the Washington Wizards. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. And everybody else is auto-generated. None of our players get all NBA. None of our players get all defensive. And we didn't have any rookies that were going to be relevant enough to get anything there. But we missed the playoffs once again, man. Yeah. Derrick Rose, still being good. Still being good. Kenyon Martin just continues to get injured. Out 4 to 6 weeks with an ankle sprain. It's not going to matter because we're not in the playoffs. So, we're going to see who wins it. And it's going to be the San Antonio Spurs. Gilbert Arenas, do they still have the same team? And they just... LaMarcus Aldridge and Kevin Durant are on the Celtics? What? Dirk Nowitzki, Gilbert Arenas, Pau Gasol. What the... What? How did San Antonio have so many players? I don't know how bad we were, to be honest with you, so we'll look. We'll definitely look. We were 10th, so not the greatest, but that means that we could be in the lottery. It's not very high. Not very high. 0.3% chance, and that 0.3 is going to stay the exact same at the 11th overall pick. I don't even remember what this draft class was. John Wall, Paul George, DeMarcus Cousins. Okay, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine without this draft class. I think we have to make a signing at some point. That would be great. Dwayne Young, nobody that actually exists. Team player options. Derrick Rose is already hitting his 2-year team option. So that's good to know. Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony are declining their player options. Ray Allen. We could get Dwayne Wade. We could very well get Dwayne Wade. We'll see. I just wanted to see if we were able to. Why are we in the negative? Why are we in the negative cap? What caused us to be in the negative cap? I would like to know. I would actually love to know. JJ Redick. When were you on the team? We're in the negative, dog. Like, huh? Salary cap breakdown. We only have $72 million. Baron Davis and Kenyon Martin both have almost $20 million contracts. I mean, it's not like we're unloading the bank on them. And then Kenyon Martin has a player option. That's great for us. That is so great for us that he has an option to make us pay him 21 mil, bro. Yeah, I wasn't assuming that we were going to get anybody. Derrick Rose. Kenyon Martin's down to an 81. It's just going to be Derrick Rose's team at this point. And the Derrick Rose-led Orlando Magic, he's going to have 38 points this season. It's really Baron Davis, Derrick Rose, and nobody else on the team right now. Kenyon Martin's still there, but he's regressed completely. And we have him signed for a bit longer than we need to. Gilbert Arenas wins another MVP. DeMarcus Cousins, Rookie of the Year on the Miami Heat. Ricky Rubio, the 6th Man of the Year. I'm taken back by Gilbert Arenas right now. Almost every time I simulate this, he's getting MVP like 7 years straight. I think it's been like 7 at this point. It has to be 7 MVPs, and it's 7 straight. He has not been stopped. This is why I wanted him, man. This is why I wanted him. Derrick Rose, 90 overall, All-NBA 3rd team, though. That's very good for us. Baron Davis is on all defensive 2nd team, not All-NBA. We don't have any rookies, so that's not going to be any worry to us, but we are the 5th seed. We're going to simulate the round and lose to the New York Knicks. I still think that it's the same team. I think that it's, yeah. Derrick Rose, Baron Davis. I mean, Kenyon Martin's there still, but not really doing much for us. Baron Davis was injured for a little bit, though, so not the greatest. As the Thunder win it and Hedo Turkoglu leads them, surprisingly enough. They swept the Celtics. They had Jason Richardson again. JaVale McGee. Hassan Whiteside, Amari Stoudemire, Tiago Splitter. Don't know how he made his way over there. PJ Tucker. And that's it. That is it. And we're not going to be in the draft lottery. We're on this like up and down of like not doing anything. So I'll simulate to the player progression. We're getting to the 10-year mark in terms of when we're going to be stopping. Hopefully we can get somebody in free agency, but I don't think we have the cap space to, and I don't think we have the assets to. So yeah, Derrick Rose on his last year of his deal, Baron Davis, Monte Ellis, Kenyon Martin's down to a 77. Yeah, it's up for him. We're going to be wasting our money on him for the next couple years. Derrick Rose up to a 92. Baron Davis is now on the bench, surprisingly enough. Monte Ellis is the starting shooting guard. All right, we'll see how that works out. Andre Drummond, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Draymond Green, Bradley Beal. Ooh. We'll see. We'll see if we're up there. And Kevin Durant is the man that dethrones Gilbert Arenas, winning MVP. Kyrie Irving, Rookie of the Year. Tim Duncan, Sixth Man of the Year. Whoa. Tim Duncan, Sixth Man. He's 35. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Don't know who that is, and don't know who that is. So, nobody. Derrick Rose, All-NBA second team. Slowly making his way up to being the MVP that he was. We just have to re-sign him. We can't let him walk. We cannot let him walk at all. Dwight Howard and Kevin Garnett are on the same team. And somehow Kevin Garnett is a higher overall than him at age 35. Doesn't make sense to me. But nobody else from our team makes any of this. Kawhi Leonard. Wow. Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler. Klay Thompson on the Heat. That would have been interesting. But we're the 5th seed once again. Possibly the same outcome. Yeah. Yep. We get booted out the first round. There's not really much that we can do right now. I tried to help us out in terms of getting Derrick Rose on the team. Seems to not be helping us. But he almost had 30 points. Baron Davis had 18. Kenyon Martin's just going to keep taking our checkbook because at this point, he's getting overpaid. Why did we re-sign Baron Davis for 5 years? What are we doing? Idiots, bro. Absolute idiots, dog. The Rockets sweep the Celtics with James Harden already on the Rockets. Excuse me? Oh, they have Paul Millsap, Carmelo Anthony. Never mind. That's why. That's exactly why. Oh, we're not going to be able to get any rookies at all. Or any good ones at that. Team player options. Kenyon Martin, of course, is going to accept his player option because he's going to get overpaid for no reason. Absolute buffoonery from the front office right now. I'm so pissed that we're paying Baron Davis for another 5 years. Let that man walk, bro. What a waste. Derrick Rose, you're going to have to single-handedly carry this team right now, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's really just Giannis. I mean, for some reason, they have Shaquille O'Neal Jr. here. I think they insert specific ones to specific drafts. He's probably going to be good. But Giannis is really the only one that's like, wow, you know? Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Derrick Rose and basically nobody else except for Baron Davis as a 6th man. Disappointing. Disappointing, but hopefully we can get Giannis this year. And Kevin Durant wins another MVP. Luckily, it's not Gilbert Arenas anymore. Anthony Davis on the Philadelphia 76ers. Trust the process. Rookie of the Year. Zach Randolph, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Stephen Curry, Most Improved with 30 points and 10 assists. Very, very interesting. None of our players on the first team, though. DeMarcus Cousins on the Heat. All-NBA first. Orlando Magic, Derrick Rose, 95 overall. Dwayne Wade left the Jazz and went to the Wizards to pair up with Stephen Curry. But he is getting to that age that he's not going to be very healthy, to say the least. Love Dwayne Wade. Derrick Rose, All-NBA second. And nobody else on the All-NBA teams and nobody on All-Defensive. We're going to go ahead and not make the playoffs. We sucked, probably. Hopefully. I really hope. I really hope we were bad. I'm still trying to get to the standings. We were the worst team in the East and the second worst team in the league. Okay, we have a shot. This is the Giannis. Oh my gosh, do I have to make another trade? Oh my gosh. I don't want to have to make another trade. Oh, no. But it should be us. It really should be us. Kevin Love wins Finals MVP on the Phoenix Suns. Really the leader of the team. 38 points in Game 5? What? Oh, the draft lottery. Let's see. Let's see what happens. We're the second best odds. They have a 33.3% chance? What? And they missed out on it? That's crazy. That is wild. They had a 33.3% chance. And you best believe I am trading up for the first pick. I'm sorry. Look, I get it. You're here to watch a simulation, right? I'm trying to make this entertaining for you. This is for you. All right? So, I'm trying to trade for that #1 pick. I don't want Victor Oladipo. I don't want any of the other guys in this draft. I want the #1 overall pick from the Kings to pair up alongside with, as much as it would be great for Chris Paul, cannot be traded because it is involved in a previous trade. Oh, you have to be fucking kidding me. Oh my gosh. Oh man. We're not going to be able to get Giannis. It's done. It's over. We got fucking Victor Oladipo. That's disappointing. He's not even going to be at the level of Giannis. That sucks, man. Damn, that sucks, bro. Well, the good thing is, the bright side is that Kenyon Martin is no longer on our books, so we can go ahead and look at what we could get if they choose to. But we're still in a negative. What? How are we still in a negative? Oh, we re-signed Derrick Rose to a max. We're stuck with the players that we have. I hate to break it to you. We're stuck with the players that we have, man. There's nothing we can do right now. Because this is bad. I really wanted to trade up for Giannis. I really did. Derrick Rose, you're by yourself, buddy. I tried to help you out, but, you know, NBA. It could be a bright side, though. It could lead us to be in a spot to get a better player. And, well, there's not much better than Giannis, but I'm saying a better player for the team. Now that we have Victor Oladipo, he'll be on the team for a minute. This is the Jabari Parker, Joel Embiid, Zach LaVine. So really only Joel Embiid is what we want from that draft class. We're going to go ahead and simulate through the season. We still basically have the same team except for adding Victor Oladipo. And LeBron James finally wins an MVP as a member of the Jazz. Victor Oladipo, Rookie of the Year. I was not expecting that. Brandon Jennings, 6th Man of the Year. And LeBron wins Defensive Player of the Year. Wow. Okay. Russell Westbrook, All-NBA 1st. Derrick Rose, All-NBA 2nd. They're both very good, it seems. I just wanted to see Derrick Rose on the team, to be quite honest with you. They're both probably going to do the same thing. But all defensive, all rookie. Orlando Magic, Victor Oladipo, who won Rookie of the Year. I hope he's very good for us. I mean, we didn't make the playoffs, but I hope he's very good for our future. Season stats, player stats. Derrick Rose, 27 points, 10 assists. Victor Oladipo, 18 points. Baron Davis going off a cliff right now. Let's go ahead and look at the standings. We were the 13th best team in the Eastern Conference. In terms of everybody, we were the 26th best team. So that means we have the 5th best odds to get the first overall pick, which means we're in a race to try to get Joel Embiid. Oh, Nikola Jokic too. I forgot about Nikola Jokic being in this draft. Damn, that's going to be exciting. We're going to have to see if we're able to move up a little bit. But the Wizards win it all with Gilbert Arenas making his way to the Wizards. 44.2 points is absolutely insane. I don't know what Gilbert Arenas had to do or pay to 2K for them to do this year, but hey, man, it's been entertaining whenever it's whenever I see these simulations. I will say that. But the draft lottery, we have the 6th best odds. Okay. And we did not jump up. We actually went down. That's fantastic. That is exactly what we wanted. We wanted to move down to the A spot. We wanted to move down to the A spot. That's exactly what we wanted. We wanted to get Dario Saric to be another mediocre bench piece. That's exactly what we wanted. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Kyrie Irving, no. Rodney Stuckey, what the heck? An 87 overall Rodney Stuckey. That's wild. I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm not even going to waste my time on player progression. There's nobody in free agency that we're going to be getting. There's nobody that we're going to have to worry about except for Derrick Rose. Dario Saric is going to suck. We're just going to be waiting for another year that hopefully we get a first overall pick. This is a 2015 draft class. The mock draft has Kristaps Porzingis, Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Devin Booker. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. We just have to see how that goes. Victor Oladipo is starting still. Derrick Rose. Why did you go down overall, buddy? And yeah, everybody else is kind of okay. So Derrick Rose still hasn't gotten MVP yet. We'll see if he's able to get it this year. LeBron wins MVP. Jabari Parker wins Rookie of the Year. Brandon Jennings, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. And an auto-generated player. Kurt Rambis, Coach of the Year. Wow. Okay. Orlando Magic, nobody on the All-NBA teams and nobody on the All-Defensive teams. This is such an entertaining simulation. I love this so much. I love this so much. Yeah. Nikola Jokic is on the Raptors. Jabari Parker, who didn't actually get injured in this game. But we are not in the playoffs. We were the 2nd worst team in the league. So we have a chance to get one of these top 4 players. And I wouldn't be against any of these. Maybe D'Angelo Russell, not really. I would love Cat. I think Karl Anthony Towns is just in a bad situation right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll simulate the playoffs. And the Clippers win with Bradley Beal as a very young player, 84 overall. Wow. Very interesting. Player stats, Derrick Rose, 25 points per game, now a 93 overall. Victor Oladipo, 15 points, and Monte Ellis with 12. The Cleveland Cavaliers lost in 7, but we were the 2nd worst team in the NBA, so we're going to have to see what type of odds we have. We do have the 2nd. Why is it 33.3%? Like, that's actually fucked. And they still didn't get it. The Brooklyn Nets jumped up and got it. Okay, well, we still have the 2nd pick, so that's all I worry about. That's all I'm worried about. Rookie signings. We'll see who we end up drafting. Please don't be a point guard. Please don't be a point guard. Okay, we got Cat. We got Karl Anthony Towns. We got the center for Derrick Rose to play alongside. Why don't we get Sammy Osman? We should get Sammy Osman. We have, like, nobody on our team right now. Why wouldn't we? Victor Oladipo has not progressed at all. LeBron James is in free agency. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what to do about the cap situation. You let me know. Let me know, because I don't know how these people get like these signings on these teams, because there's been no cap space for them to do so. Derrick Rose, the only player, 93 overall. Karl Anthony Towns is the only one that has potential to go up at an 80. So we'll see what happens in the 2015-2016 season. LeBron James is now on the Boston Celtics. Interesting. Karl Anthony Towns wins Rookie of the Year. Brandon Jennings, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Most Improved. And Kurt Rambis with another Coach of the Year. Derrick Rose, All-NBA 3rd team. He's been on the All-NBA teams. I just need him to actually win an MVP, maybe. All-Rookie 1st team, Karl Anthony Towns. And we did not make the playoffs once again. Wow. Okay. Let's look at all. And we were not the worst team in the league. We weren't. We'll look at the stats right now after the stop simulating. And the Mavericks win it all with Russell Westbrook. winning Finals MVP. Stats: Karl Anthony Towns, Derrick Rose, 28 points per game. Karl Anthony Towns did average a double-double, and Monte Ellis had 12 points. We have Chandler Parsons on the team. Very interesting. We're not going to be in a draft lottery. I can guarantee that. So we'll see if we get anybody relevant in the draft. We still have 0 Eastern Conference trophies and 0 NBA Finals trophies. So if this doesn't explain how bad the Magic franchise is in general, then I don't know what to say. Jakob Poeltl is the man that we're drafting at the 12th pick. And we'll look at the team options just so we can take a look at who's Stephen Curry, Elton Brand, old, Drew Holiday, Rudy Gobert, Giannis. But he accepted his player option or team option. The team accepted his team option. And we're going to simulate 2-player progression. I'm assuming nobody's coming to the team. And nobody is. Dion Waiters is, though. Surprisingly enough, 82 overall. Don't remember when. I think we just signed him. Corey Brewer, Dario Saric, Chandler Parsons. It's a solid team now. It's a very solid team now. Evan Turner, Christopher Poole. Victor Oladipo is one of the worst players on the team now. Let's keep that in mind. Let's keep that in mind. This is why I wanted to trade up to get Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, Derrick Rose, 92 overall. He is regressing. Karl Anthony Towns is up to an 83. Dion Waiters is an 82. Still just a mediocre roster. Still just a mediocre rotation. So we'll simulate to the end of the season. See what happens. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this team anymore. And Anthony Davis wins Most Valuable Player as a part of the 76ers. DeJounte Murray wins Rookie of the Year. Ricky Rubio wins Sixth Man of the Year. LeBron James wins Defensive Player of the Year. And my controller's about to die. Nikola Jokic, Most Improved. And Derrick Rose gets All-NBA Second Team. And we have no rookies, so that's not going to be relevant for us. Jaylen Brown's on the Nuggets. And we're not in the playoffs. Wow, that's great. Wow, Karl Anthony Towns is injured. That is fantastic. This is a Jason Tatum draft class, actually. If we can get Jason Tatum, that would be great. That would be fantastic, actually. Let me look at the standings first. Standings. We were the 20th best team in the league, so would only have a top 10 odds to get something good in the draft, so not the best case scenario. 26.5 points. Karl Anthony Towns with the double-double, 18 points and 10 rebounds. Dion Waiters is our 3rd best scorer, so that's already an issue. As we're going to simulate past the playoffs, and the 76ers with MVP Anthony Davis wins it all. He could have done that with the Pelicans if they actually put the pieces around him. All right, I think we have the 11th best odds. Why do I keep like mistaking it? I could have sworn, I don't know how it like messes it up in some way, but we stay with the 11th pick anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Josh Jackson at the 11th pick. He's just going to be a solid piece. I don't know if he's going to be any good in terms of making an impact on the team. I'm assuming that we're just going to get the same players that we already have. Yeah, Josh Smith, though. Josh Smith is on the team, but that's about it. That's about it. Derrick Rose, 92 overall, age 28. That's so interesting to me that at this point, when Jason Tatum is drafted, Derrick Rose is only 28 years old, and he already was, like, hopping around, kind of. No. He was on the Bulls. He was still kind of doing okay. He had that one series against LeBron. I think it was this 2018 playoffs that he had the buzzer beater, and it was a meme for a while. But this mock draft is Luka. I really would just want Luka. I don't want anybody else on that. I would just want Luka. Karl Anthony, but this is a solid lineup. This is a very solid lineup. Karl Anthony Towns, Dario Saric, Chandler Parsons, Dion Waiters, and Derrick Rose. Very solid lineup. We'll simulate to the end of the season and see if we end up being any good to actually make the playoffs. We haven't made it in like 5 years. Anthony Davis winning MVP once again. This is I said it like 10 years back in simulation, but this is really turning into just re-simulating the NBA from the 1990 season. But LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Miles Turner, Most Improved. Nobody. Derrick Rose, 93 overall, all NBA, third team. Nobody else. Karl Anthony Towns, all defensive, second team. That's solid. That's very solid. And nobody else. Bam Adebayo on the Nets. Interesting. We were the 5th seed, so we're not getting Luka. We're gonna go ahead and simulate the round, get straight to business, and get straight to getting swept by the Milwaukee Bucks, as they are going to move on and lose to the Heat. And the Heat win it all with DeMarcus Cousins leading the way. Wow, with Klay Thompson, Dennis Schroeder, Zach Randolph, JaVale McGee, that's a well-built team. That is a very well-built team. Season stats, I'm sure that it was top-heavy. Yeah, Derrick Rose, 24 points. Karl Anthony Towns with almost 20, 13.5 rebounds, and we don't have to worry about anybody else on that list because it's just a bunch of role players. And we're not going to be in the draft lottery. We'll go ahead and go to... Well, I don't even know if it's worth looking at free agency at this point, because we're always going to be in a negative. Genuinely, if you know, let me know down in the comments below so I can get this correctly in 2K25, 2K24, I'm tripping. In 2K24, because I have no clue why I'm always in the negative. Like, we're not getting anybody. We're not. Will Towns, like, we're not getting anybody. Davis Bertans, Robert Williams. Wow. But it's still very top heavy. Karl Anthony Towns is up to an 88. We're on good timing because, like, Derrick Rose is about to start really regressing, and we need Karl Anthony Towns to be good now. So maybe we can make a push with those two. We have a very solid team around them, so we could. 2019 draft class. And we're going to see how the season ends with this team that we have. We'll take a look at the roster, or take a look at the rotation real quick. 9-man rotation. Not a bad 9-man rotation either. Robert Williams. Oh, he was drafted by us. Oh. I did not realize that. Okay, well, that helps us tremendously. Anthony Davis winning another MVP to add to his resume. Luka Doncic, as part of the New Orleans Pelicans, wins Rookie of the Year. Ricky Rubio, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. And Lonzo Ball, Most Improved. And Derrick Rose, All-NBA First Team. Wow. Very impressive, as Cat is not anywhere to be found on any of these teams. Interesting enough. But we were the 6th seed. We're going to go ahead and simulate it. I'm trying for them to actually be good. But we win the first round. We do win the first round. I think they have Nikola Jokic. Yeah, they have Ben Simmons, Nikola Jokic. Is that Donovan Mitchell? That's going to be a killer team in the future. They're going to be killers as we get killed in the second round by the Bulls, who have Bradley Beal, Gordon Hayward. That's an auto-generated player. Mike Conley. Damn, that's unfortunate, man. We still have not won any Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. We haven't even made it to the NBA Finals. Oh, Kobe White on the team. 75 overall. The 20th overall pick is not bad at all. Victor Oladipo accepts his player option, of course, because we're overpaying him for some reason. Anthony Davis is up. Oh, he declined his player option. And it would be great to actually have some damn cap space. It would be fantastic to have some cap space. Because right now, we're negative 30 mil. And then if we let go of all the cap holds, we'll only have 8 mil. It's such a waste. It's such a waste with this team, man. It's such a waste. This is a exact representation of how bad the Magic organization is. Derrick Rose, 91 overall. Karl Anthony Towns up to a 90. Dario Saric, 82. Dion Waiters, 80. Josh Jackson, 79. Robert Williams, 78. And Victor Oladipo still nowhere to be found. We drafted him at the 2nd overall for no reason. Oh, this might be the one. This might be the one that starts messing up. This might be the one that starts messing up. Oh, no. But it's 2021. I know it's 2021, but Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, James Wiseman. It was supposed to be a very deep draft class with this one. I think the Warriors just didn't give Wiseman a chance, which I think he will be getting soon. Derrick Rose, Karl Anthony Towns, and everybody else. They just need to complement them well. We have to see if they do well. And we're going to be simulating to 2024, if you were wondering. And Nikola Jokic wins most valuable player right on time. Almost getting a triple-double, averaging. Ja Morant is on the Boston Celtics as Rookie of the Year. Michael Carter-Williams, 6-man. LeBron moved to the Blazers, so that might be why the Ja Morant is on the Celtics now. Josh Hart, Most Improved Player, and David Robinson, Coach of the Year. Derrick Rose, All-NBA First Team. All-NBA Second Team, nobody from our team, and All-NBA Third, nobody. Karl-Anthony Towns has not been getting any recognition outside of... Oh, we were the 2nd seed. Wow. Okay, maybe we can actually move on. And we beat them in 5. We beat them in 5. And now we're facing the Charlotte Hornets, which gives me a little bit of PTSD, but we sweep them too. We sweep them too. Okay, we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. They win the 1st. We win the 2nd. We win the 3rd. We win the 4th. And we move to the NBA Finals for the first time in this simulation. And we're going to be facing the Los Angeles Lakers. Who do they have? John Wall, Anthony Davis. What? Daniel Theis, Caldwell Pope. Oh my gosh. We won the 1st. They won the 2nd. They won the 3rd. Fuck. No. This isn't how we go out. This isn't how we go out. This isn't how we go out. This is not how we go out. Bro, we're down by 30. Bro. And we lose in the NBA Finals to Anthony Davis and the Lakers. Oh, that's so unfortunate, bro. That is so unfortunate. I could have hopped in, but I really don't want to be hopping in when we're down by 30. Like, that's lame. That's kind of lame. Oh, damn. But that gives us potential. That does give us potential. We'll look at the team player options. I don't think we're going to need to worry about the possible rookies that we'll have because we're probably not getting any. Josh Jackson and Robert Williams, who got injured. Giannis and Carmelo, Chris Paul and Nixon all declined their player options. Wow, Carmelo's 36. We have gone by that fast in the simulation. I feel like it hasn't been like that long. Qualifying offers, Jakob Poeltl, and I don't think... Oh! If we get rid of the cap holds, we could sign one of these guys. We could. It's a possibility. We'll see if they do it. We will see if they do it. It all depends on what they decide to do on day 1 of free agency, and we don't get anybody. We don't get anybody. Derrick Rose, Karl-Anthony Towns. We re-signed Karl-Anthony Towns, but thankfully. 91 overall for both of them. I think this could be our year next year because we did make a push this year. All right, finally officially having the 2021 draft class. Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Suggs, Josh Giddey, Jonathan Kuminga. A lot of very good players in this draft class. They don't necessarily have the... Well, some of them. No. This is right. Scotty Barnes didn't go to Florida State. I don't know. I don't know, but we might not even have to worry about it. I just wanted to make sure that the simulation was correct. It's the same rotation as what you saw last year. So we're going to go ahead and simulate to the end and hopefully make the same push we did last year. And Derrick Rose wins MVP. Wow, he finally wins it, and he's not even like at his peak either. That's insane. That is crazy. 25 points per game, 10 assists. Oh, almost got 50, 40, 90. LaMelo Ball wins Rookie of the Year. De'Aaron Fox wins 6th Man of the Year. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Defensive Player of the Year. And Zion Williamson on the Portland Trail Blazers, I think with LeBron, Most Improved. David Robinson wins Coach of the Year. Wow. Derrick Rose wins MVP at a 91 overall. And Karl-Anthony Towns wins, or gets on the All-NBA Second Team. Wow, man. I didn't even check the all-defensive, but where's LeBron? Because I haven't seen him. There he is. He's on the Trailblazers still. I don't like how they don't change his player model throughout the years. They need to change that. they need to change that. But they're probably not going to be focused on this enough to do that. The play-in is officially in. We're going to simulate the play-in and get to trying to beat the Milwaukee Bucks, and we beat them. We move on and are going to face the Indiana Pacers, who used to have Gilbert Arenas on their team, but we swept them. Wow, who did they have? They can't be getting swept like that. Darius Garland, Jonathan. I mean, it's a good young lineup. Joel Embiid, 92 overall, but he usually doesn't show up in the playoffs. Milwaukee Bucks, Jamal Murray. Okay. And the Wizards, who do y'all have? Y'all have Giannis. Lonzo Ball. Okay, but it's Giannis and a bunch of really solid players. So let's see. Let's see what happens. We win the first game, win the second one, lose the third one, lose the fourth one, win the fifth one. 3-3. Tied 3-3. We're in Simcast. It is back and forth in the second quarter. We get to the third. We're still up. The fourth. Let's slow it down. We're going to hop in. We're going to hop in and watch with 4 minutes left. 96-94. As they have the ball, I'm not going to control anything. I'm not doing it like I do it in Madden simulation. Or I don't even do it in the simulations for the career. We're going to put this in 2K. And put the controller down. Win or go home situation right here. As LaMelo has the ball, or Lonzo has the ball, gives it to Jonas Valanciunas. Jonas is trying to find somebody to get open. Lonzo is getting around the screen, gets the pass. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Lonzo, jab stepping lightly, gets around the screen, takes a contested shot and makes it, but it's open. Please, 2K. Please stop it. And we have the ball. Karl-Anthony Towns has the ball, trying to get it to Derrick Rose, the MVP of the league, number 10. Does a spin move and makes the floater over the bigger player, keeping the 2-point lead. Oh boy, Lonzo making his way down court. Trying to get a screen. He had an open shot. Takes the contested floater, gets his rebound. Karl-Anthony Towns needs to make another play like that right now, but he's about to get a 3-second violation if he doesn't tee up. Jonas with the 3. Ooh, they take the 1-point lead. And we have the ball. I'm sorry for the no game audio. I forgot to change it back from when I was recording MLB content where I have to hear it. But Dion Waiters trying to get a screen from Cat. Ooh, almost pulls up. Passes it out to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose behind the back. Crossover. Trying to drive on Ricky Rubio. Takes a floater and makes it. That is why he is the MVP of the league. What a drive. Wow, contested and all. He is making everything right now. But they have the ball once again, only down by 1. Ricky Rubio bringing it down court. Derrick Rose playing the best defense he can possible, or he possibly can. Dion Waiters guarding Lonzo Ball. They get it to Giannis. Giannis should probably just drive here. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Oh, tries to get it to Ricky Rubio, and Derrick Rose gets the pad out, or the deflection. My dumbass, bro. Josh Jackson gives it to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose pulls it from 3. Oh, Dario Saric gets the rebound and gets the foul. Wow. They are playing some good defense and some pretty solid offense, too, in terms of the Magic, not the Wizards. Makes the first one, greens it, actually. And to take the 3-point lead, he makes the second one. That's a very pivotal 3-point lead with 2 minutes left. It could make all the difference if we're able to get a stop here and get another bucket and go up by 5. They're probably going to start trying to force up shots as Josh Jackson plays like the defensive player they expected him to be. And Derrick Rose takes a floater and makes it off the glass. Takes a 5-point lead, 104-99. Derrick Rose just has to play defense once again. If we get one more stop, that has to be game. That has to be game if we get one more stop. Cat with the defense. Great defense by Cat. He gives it to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is probably going to hold it. Maybe he drives. He could just hold it for right now with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Trying to drive. Gets it to Dario Saric. Dario Saric goes up. Gets his own rebound and ducks on PJ Washington. I was not expecting him to get his own rebound. Wow, that timeout was pivotal for us. We game planned. And now we're up by 7. They have all the pressure on them to make a bucket here. They really do. Ooh, they get it to Jonas. The block by Cat. Oh my gosh. What a block. Dion Waiters, do not chuck up a shot, boy. Oh, Derek. Oh, you were open. You were so open, but I'm glad you didn't take it. Good pass. Good. Ooh, good foul. Good foul. Karl Anthony Towns at the free throw line. He has 18 points and 11 rebounds on the day. He's going to take the first shot here and make it green. 100%. Eastern Conference Finals on the line. Cat taking the second free throw. Makes that one too. Takes a 9-point lead. You have to think that's over. You have to think that's over. And I think your Orlando Magic will be moving on to the NBA Finals. And if we're able to finally win one, that'll be one more than the entire history of the Orlando Magic, as Karl Anthony Towns gets another block on the day. He is killing it right now. I will have the game audio back on if we're able to watch the NBA Finals as Cat goes in for the dunk. 110-99. Ooh. 36 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, this game's over. They're bringing in the bench unit. Both teams are bringing in the bench unit to avoid injury. Yeah, it's all but over right now. Jonas gets blocked again. Wow, Cat is having a defensive day right now. He's going to try to drive. Dion, what are you doing? Cat gets it and puts it back up. Cat is having himself a day, man. He really showed up in the fourth quarter. If he wasn't doing good throughout the first 3, he definitely showed up in the fourth. They're going to try to get another bucket, and they're not going to be able to because Cat has his takeover on. Derrick Rose is going to dribble out the ball, and your Orlando Magic will be moving on to the NBA Finals, winning by 13. At one point, we're only up by 2 and actually went down at one point in the game. The Eastern Conference Finals winners, and I'm sure that Derrick Rose is going to be the one that wins MVP. The team overall did very well. Dario Saric really showed up. Derrick Rose holding the Eastern Conference trophy, and I'm trying to see who won the MVP trophy. Maybe it's Cat. Maybe it is Cat. Oh, never mind. We're not going to see it because they don't have it in the game yet. Cat had 6 blocks and a double-double, 24 and 14, and Derrick Rose had 28. He was 4 for 5 from 3. He showed up in Game 7. He really did. They probably didn't have the same outcome. Well, wow. Giannis, 15, 15, and 10, but was 0 for 3 from 3. Can't have that. All right, and we're facing the Memphis Grizzlies in the finals. We're going to simulate one game. Will you take the first, take the second, take the third? Wow. Are we? I'm not going to say it yet. I'm not going to say it yet. Oh, we could win this. We could finish it off. We're going to watch it again. We're going to watch the last 4 minutes again. Oh, I want to play with Derrick Rose, but my temptations cannot get the best of me. My temptations cannot get the best of me. I need for us to win this and finish the sweep. We need to do it the way that we should. It's Kobe White's going to get the ball. He's going to try to get it to Robert Williams. Oh, we're actually down by 1. I thought we were up by 1. We need a bucket here. We need a bucket. Robert Williams gets it at the top of the key. Derrick Rose takes a 3 and bricks it. What was that 3? Kyrie Irving is on the Grizzlies with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Dillon Brooks. How did it work out so well for them? They still got the same players. That's insane. I don't know how they did that. Robert Williams takes a tough hook shot and is not able to make it. 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. Kyrie Irving dribbling the ball up the court. Could possibly make a dagger here if it's a 3. But if he gets a 2, we still have a chance. Jaren Jackson Jr. from the three-point line was butt naked open, but they get the rebound and put it back up. In reality, just remember, if we lose this game, we still have 3 more shots. It's just like how the Heat almost blew a 3-0 lead, but ended up winning in Game 7. So, Karl Anthony Towns, I don't know why you didn't drive. That's a tough shot. Yeah. The way that they're playing right now, I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, we're not going to win this one. I'm not wasting any time. They win by 8. we're going to go ahead and hop into the next simcast and hopefully be able to finish it off in 5. I don't want it to extend to more, or to them getting back to a 3-3 lead or 3-3 series. As the Magic take an early lead. Second quarter, we still have the lead. Third quarter, still have the lead. Fourth quarter, it's getting tight. It's getting very tight. I'm trying to go fast, but not too fast. Ooh! 26 seconds left on the clock. We're going to jump in so we can watch this all happen here. Derrick Rose. Actually, I can play. We're up by 7. We're up by 7. We're not losing this. We're not losing this. Cat. I lied. Derrick Rose. We're holding the ball. I'm going to get this screen. I want to dunk with Derrick Rose. I do want to dunk with Derrick Rose. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm passing it. 3, 2. I mean, it's either he's going to dunk it or he's going to pass it out for a dunk. 3, 2, 1. And your Orlando Magic are going to win. I don't know why he tossed the ball. Are going to win the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history, whether it's in simulation or real life, with Derrick Rose and Karl Anthony Towns. Wow. I didn't think we were ever going to win it throughout this whole simulation. I really didn't think so. Derrick Rose was aggressing. Cat was going up in overall, but a center is only going to do so much, but he was a pivotal piece in this run. As he shows up on camera, high-fiving fans, we need to see who is going to win Finals MVP. I don't need to see the highlights or the celebrating on the sidelines. I need to see this right here. The trophy ceremony. Derrick Rose should be getting NBA Finals MVP. I forgot to turn on the game audio again in terms of through my recording software. Sorry, but it's just going to have... It is what it is. It is what it is. And the Orlando Magic are going to get their trophy right now. But I need to see the NBA Finals MVP. I need to see it. I need to see the Bill Russell MVP. Come on. Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose wins it. That's tough. That is tough. Cat was great. Cat was great. But I think Derrick Rose deserves it just because... He's at age 32. He's not going to have much longer. And on that note, Derrick Rose had 27 points and 15 assists. Yeah, nobody else was winning that. Nobody else was winning that. Josh Jackson actually had the second most, so he's proving me wrong right now. That's great. I'm glad we finally won a championship, and if that's the only one, that was a good one to win. Winning in 5. Derrick Rose, 24 points and 12 assists per game. Shooting 50% from the field and almost 40 from 3. That is insane. That is insane in the playoffs run. That's great to see, though. That is very great to see because we're about to be coming up on the end of this. We're not going to be able to get any rookies, but we're about to be coming up on the end of this, and Derrick Rose is probably going to start regressing really soon. Robert Williams and Kobe White, team options. We'll take those. Luka Doncic has accepted, or his team accepted it. Carmelo Anthony still a 90 overall at age 37. He was not like that in real life. Josh Jackson is the only one we're extending a qualifying offer to. And we'll see if we keep the team as is. We would like to keep Josh Jackson, Cat, Derrick Rose, Dario Saric. And we keep them. We keep Kobe White, too. We keep Jalen. Oh, whoa, whoa. We drafted Jalen Green. Huh? We got the Bulls pick and drafted Jalen Green. It's always, I always do this. I always do this. I always come off of a high of the NBA Finals or something, and we somehow get somebody's pick and then get another player to add to the squad. Jalen Green, an 82 overall, has joined the Orlando Magic as a shooting guard. He's going to be a great shooting guard next to Derrick Rose, and he can probably replace him at this point and be right beside Cat. That's insane. I did not expect that at all. I was, oh, no, not the 2022. Oh, I didn't put the right one. It's not going to be the right one. It's not going to be the right one. How do I change this? I can't figure out how to change it, but I guess the 2022 draft class is not going to be included. Let me make sure it's not anybody like super crazy. Oh, it was the Paulo Banchero one. That's unfortunate. It would have been nice to see him in a different uniform, but he's not going to be. So we're going to go ahead and check the rotation to see if Jalen Green is a sixth man. So he won't be starting right away. We're going to simulate to the end of the season and see if we can go back-to-back. Ben Simmons wins MVP. Cade Cunningham on the Blazers wins Rookie of the Year. James Wiseman, sixth man. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year on the Pistons. Miles Bridges on the Warriors, Most Improved. And it seems like we might have regressed a little bit. Karl Anthony Towns is injured for 2 to 4 weeks. And I can't find... well, he's also on all defensive second, but I can't find Derrick Rose anywhere. So we were the 4th seed. We'll look at the stats to see what is going on with Derrick Rose. He did fall off a little bit. He's still a 91, but 18 points per game. Cat is taking over, 19 points and 12 rebounds. Not sure how much we'll be able to hold up now that he's going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks, but we lose in the first round and we're not going to be able to go back to back. That is highly unfortunate for us as the Bucks move on to face the Lakers, and the Lakers win it. Anthony Davis winning another one and John Wall winning the Bill Russell Trophy. That's a shame. That's a shame because I feel like Derrick Rose is about to regress a lot. So we have about 2 more years to go through. Let's actually go to rookie signings. Make sure that we didn't make some wild trade. I shit you not, I have not seen any transactions whatsoever. We didn't make any wild trades. I really didn't see that. I guess I'm blind. I guess I'm legitimately blind. Kobe White has another year on his team option. Kevin Durant declined his player option, and he's 33. Player progression. Go ahead and check if we get anybody or if anybody regresses right now. It would be unfortunate to see Derrick Rose regress, though. And it's... yeah, Derrick Rose is starting to regress down to an 88. Karl Anthony Towns a 91. Jalen Green up to an 85, so he'll probably be starting now at shooting guard. So that'll be fun to watch for one last season of Derrick Rose semi being good. Now with Jalen Green being at shooting guard, that should be great. But we're now in the 2022 season. Is this the... well, it's the 2023 draft class, but yeah, this is Wembanyama. This is definitely Wembanyama. I don't know why I even thought twice about it. Yeah, Brandon Miller, Amen Thompson, Scoot Henderson. I didn't realize how deep it was until I really started getting into the draft this year, and it's pretty deep. Derrick Rose is 6th man. Y'all disrespecting him. Y'all disrespecting him. Stop it. We'll let them be, but that's crazy. We're going to simulate, see if we make the playoffs, and see if we can go for another championship. Zion Williamson winning MVP on the Blazers. Nathan Rowe, don't know who that is. De'Aaron Fox, 6th man of the year. LeBron James also playing alongside Zion. That would be an interesting pairing. Defensive Player of the Year. Anthony Edwards, Most Improved. 25 points. Damn. Orlando Magic Cat gets All NBA First Team, as Derrick Rose is nowhere to be found. And yeah, maybe we did not make the playoffs. Well, we're in the play-in, so we're simulate the play-in. We get eliminated in the play-in. Wow, that is tough. That's a tough sight. We went from being in the finals to losing the first round to then losing in the play-in. Kyrie Irving making his way, but he still can't win it. The Wizards win it with Lonzo and Giannis. This is if Lonzo unfortunately didn't get that injury that he has. I think it's in his knee, right? I think it's in his knee. Stats and awards. Player stats. Cat is just trying to lead the team as much as possible. Derrick Rose, 17 points. Cat had a double-double. A very good double-double, too. All right. Our last year. I'm just glad. I'm happy that we won. I'm happy that we won a championship because that's always my goal. I mean, I can't control anything. I only did it for Derrick Rose. But I'm glad that Derek Lively. I'm glad that we won that one championship when we had the chance. I'm really glad. Jalen Green is now on his team option. And there's a lot of good free agents, but we're not going to be able to get any of them. Player progression. I'm really going to look into how to fix that in terms of the cap situation. I feel like I shouldn't be in a negative every year. Or maybe that's just the CPU being bad. You know, maybe that's just the CPU being bad. Karl Anthony Towns, 91. Kobe White up to an 87. Wow. Jalen Green up to an 88. Derrick Rose is down to an 86. Josh Jackson's an 86. So Derrick Rose is there to be a leader. And we're going to put in the 2024 draft class for no apparent reason because we're not going to get to that. And we're just going to do it just because I have OCD sometimes, you know. We're going to see what's in that mock draft too because I'm interested and intrigued. Justin Edwards, Bronny James. Yeah, this is the Bronny James draft class. Kobe White, Jalen Green, Josh Jackson, Dario Saric, Karl Anthony Towns. That's a very solid lineup that can make a push if they're able to do it. But we're going to simulate our last season and see if we're able to win another championship in our very last year. And John Morant wins most valuable player. I don't know if that'll be happening next season. Yeah, I don't know if that'll be happening next season. Victor Wembanyama still got on the Spurs. This game's crazy. John Wall wins 6th Man of the Year. Giannis is on the Pacers winning Defensive Player of the Year. I'm blown away by that. I'm absolutely blown away by that. Karl Anthony Towns is on All-NBA first team. Nobody else from our team makes any of those. And we were the 3rd seed. So we have a chance. We do indeed have a chance. And we win in the first round barely. We're going to move on to try to beat the Cavs. And we do that too. Also the same way. And we're going to lose finally to the Milwaukee Bucks. I only say finally because every series went the same way. And they finally finished us off. And the Bucks win it all with Jamal Murray winning Finals MVP. We're going to take one last look at everything. We're going to look at the team records. Derrick Rose has all the points records. Field goals made. Derrick Rose has a top 3. Oh my gosh. This is almost disrespectful at this point. Karl Anthony Towns has the most rebounds in history. Scott Skiles with a 30 assist game. I thought he had 33. I could have sworn he had 33. Team records, team history is what we're looking for. 49 and 33. We've retired the numbers 6, 25, 4, 1, and 6. I'm assuming one of those 6s is Bill Russell. We have 1 NBA championship, 2 conference championships. Huh. 20 playoff appearances, 6 divisional titles, and 1 division rank. I don't recall us having 2 conference championships, but did we make a conference championship before? I don't know. It's been a long recording. We're getting on 4 hours of recording this right now. But not the same as what you're used to in terms of no Shaq. There was no Shaq. There was no anything. I mean, we won it one time, which is one more than the actual Orlando Magic. But yeah, man. It was okay. It was a decent simulation. I wish it was a little more eventful in terms of the players, in terms of getting more players. I literally had to manually bring in Derrick Rose or just trade basically nothing for Derrick Rose. But that was the best decision that I made for this because we won a championship. So if you enjoyed that, please go down there, like and subscribe. Let me know what other teams you want me to simulate or what other things you want me to do on 2K. I'm planning to have my career coming in 2K24, so that's going to be exciting for me. I'm hoping that they don't do that quest bullshit this year, but we'll see. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.